Welcome or welcome back to Tarot and Chill. My name's Nisha, and this is a pick a card reading with some random messages for you. I've got 3 groups for you to choose from today. Group 1 is the English dictionary. Group 2 is the old phone. And group 3 is the jewellery shop, the jewellery box. Please pause the video now if you need to take a moment to make your choice, otherwise I'll see you in your reading. All the timestamps will be below. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates for you. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and check out the information below if you're interested in personal readings. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in your reading. This reading is for you if you chose the English dictionary. We're going to be doing a little bit of a different format for the readings today. If you're a usual viewer, I'm just going to be pulling cards out from the same deck for all groups. So please bear with me while I shuffle. Random messages for group 1, please, Spirit. Random messages for group 1. You've got the 4 of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Lovers. Okay, it feels like you guys have got someone who's really interested in you, or maybe someone you're really interested in, but I feel like right now this person is keeping their cards close to their chest. So whether it's you or the other person who's got a fantasy or an attraction for someone, it seems like you're maybe not quite ready to reach out, but this does seem mutual, I want to say. It feels like you both are equally interested in each other, but I also feel like you're both not very willing to open up and reach out. But yeah, I'm not sure if there's been some attention given on one side, like if someone's liked someone's pictures or sent messages or communication, just even like mild flirtation. You might want to like read into the messages from the person you like and see if they did say something like a bit flirty or something like that. But I do feel like there is like a guided connection. So even if you don't like anyone at the moment, I feel like at some point in the near future you might meet someone as if by fate, as if by destiny, who feels like they were meant to be in your life forever. It's going to feel like a really spirit-guided connection, like someone who's like your ideal person, someone who looks really attractive, someone who's your type on paper, but also really, I want to say really spiritually correct for you. Like they're not just physically attractive, but they also have like a matching spiritual system. They have matching morals and ethics, and they want the same things as you. So even if you are just looking for like a sexual relationship, this person maybe is also looking for the same, but I do feel like it's going to get deeper. So be careful if you're just looking for sex, because I feel like this is not really going to be no strings attached. Like you guys might end up like conceiving a child together or just falling in love so deep that you can't let go of each other. Because this does feel like a guided connection. It doesn't feel like just a materialistic one. And I feel like for somebody watching, you might be too focused on the material stuff right now, too focused on money and work, and unable to like go out and explore and meet people, or unable to act on your feelings of attraction and desire, even if it does feel like spiritual or larger than life. It feels like you've been having a bit of a difficult time acting on it, even if it feels really amazing and huge and like the love of your life. It just feels like it's been difficult for you to actually have time to focus on it, or for you to get brave enough to contact this person and tell them how you feel, or invite them out or anything like that. And yeah, I feel like for some of you, you've been too busy with work to even like meet anyone. So especially if that's you, I feel like it will be really nice for you to be able to loosen up your grip on money and finances a little bit and get more of like a playful, spontaneous attitude. I feel like someone's been too strict with themselves, too routine, too disciplined, too, I want to say like restrictive with your behavior and like limiting of yourself and not allowing yourself to daydream and not allowing yourself to get excited. But it feels like you are really excited about someone and you do have a really optimistic feeling, particularly about a relationship, I want to say, a particular person that you like. And I feel like it might be time to like get up and get towards them and send them a message and reach out to them. It feels like it's something to think about I want to say think about your words. Like maybe think about the communication with a particular person, especially if you're already in a relationship and you're not single. It may be that you and your partner are a bit close towards each other and you're still really attracted to each other. But maybe the communications become stale and limited and just about day-to-day stuff. And I feel like you might want to not necessarily expand your vocabulary, but maybe expand the different communication methods you use to try and talk to your partner. Like, for example, if you've been really serious recently, you might want to get playful. You might want to try inviting them on a spontaneous date, or just like trying to initiate sex. For example, if you're in a relationship and it's got stagnant, it feels like there might be a need to like break the ice again and get playful and get flirty. And I do feel like there is like a need for some more excitement and passion and enthusiasm in your life. Like maybe you've just been bored recently and you've not been going out very much and you've been staying in the same place and doing the same things. And I feel like the person who, for those of you where you're single and really excited about the idea of meeting someone new, I do feel like this person may not be in your usual location. And I'm not saying that they're like abroad or something. For some of you, they might be, but I'm seeing more likely they're just in a different area of your town. And maybe you have to like cross the city to see them. And I feel like they may not always be around. Like maybe they're in the same situation where they're like tied down by work and things like that. I just feel like it's going to be one of those things where you might have to get up and go out. Like staying at home is not going to find you your match. So yeah, if you've been single for ages, try not to stay home for so long. I'm hearing someone's been single for like 4 years and they're always staying at home, and they maybe need to get out more and communicate with people more and be a bit bold. I want to say, especially if you're the masculine, you might need to lead the communication and let your feet lead. And I want to say let your passions lead you a little bit more into communication with people to see if it is like divinely guided. But yeah, I feel like this reading's a really positive sign for somebody who's single, and a really positive sign for, I want to say, money. Because it does feel like there's some maybe like stress about that at the moment, but I feel like you have more than enough, or you will very soon if you don't right now. And again, there might be communication coming about work and money and things like that. So do keep your eyes open for communication and keep your eyes open for people who you're attracted to. And do reach out to people you're attracted to, because I feel like they're mutually interested in you. And it feels guided by spirit as well. So I'm going to leave it there, group one, but thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If you'd like a personal reading, the information will be below. And you can find lots more content like this on my channel if you'd like to see more from me. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the old phone. I'm going to be doing the readings in a little bit of a different format today. So I'm just using one deck for all groups, and I'm going to shuffle now for your cards. So please forgive me while I shuffle. Random messages for group 2, please, Spirit. Random messages for group 2. Got the 6 of Pentacles. Random messages for group 2. The 10 of Cups. And the 7 of Wands. It feels like it's quite a difficult time for you with regards to your money. And with regards to your energy levels, I feel like it's been a bit difficult for you to stay on top of your routine and your day-to-day responsibilities. You might have too many people you're responsible for. I'm not sure if someone's having to maybe pay for other people's expenses and things like that, like maybe pay your family members' bills or give to other people, and maybe you find yourself a bit stretched thin, like maybe you're responsible for too many people and you're finding it difficult to have enough, or maybe it's just like tiring on you, like maybe some of these people don't really need it, but they're asking you for help anyway because you've got more than them. And I feel like it might be taking a toll on you, and I do feel like you're like happy to help, but maybe it's a bit too much, like maybe people are asking too much of you. Maybe you just have too much to do, and I feel like you might be a bit tired and a bit worn thin anyway. You might just need a little bit of a break. And then I feel like there's some of you where you maybe are struggling trying to get the money you need and trying to get the assistance you need and trying to make ends meet. And for those of you where that's true, I feel like there may be a family member where they have more than you and would be willing to help you, but they might not have much. They might only have a little bit here and there to give you. And I feel like it might still be quite stressful. Like maybe the process of asking them is stressful. Maybe they make you feel really low in comparison to them. Like maybe they give charity, but it's got like strings attached. like, I will help you, but you have to do this, this, and this for me to help you. And it maybe makes you feel really bad and you prefer to just go and do it yourself. And yeah, I feel like for some of you where you are giving too much to other people, you might have to maybe like push them to maybe stand on their own and be able to do more for themselves. And sorry for these random messages, but this is a random message reading. But yeah, I do feel like there's people who really love you and there's people who really care about you. And it feels like you do have some support system, friends and family, and people who you can count on, and people who are trustworthy and safe. And it seems like you will have some really nice times amongst the, I want to say shitstorm. Sorry for that. It just feels like there's like some difficulties and some pressure on you right now. Like maybe you're really busy at work and money's not as good as it could be or as good as it usually is. But I feel like there's a lot of moments to chill anyway, and there's some really good things on the horizon with regards to love and relationships. Like I feel work and money is stressful, but you do have a lot of people around you and a lot of good people and a lot of people who do care for you and love you. And I feel like your home is a happy place and you have like a place to relax and you feel safe and comfortable, even if it's a bit difficult. Like I'm hearing for someone, it's like a struggle to keep up with the mortgage payments, and maybe for someone they're maybe having a big place and they struggle to keep it clean, or you maybe would benefit from inviting family to stay with you because your place is too big or it's like being unused or something like that. I do feel like for somebody, there may be a family member who particularly needs you, and maybe they're not asking you for help, even though they really need help. I feel like at the same time, you might have, again, like other people who are constantly asking you for help who don't need help. And it's like you're maybe missing out on someone who does need you because of other people who are constantly asking you for things. So yeah, do try to see past the sea of maybe, I want to say like mischievous energies and things that don't need to be focused on, or people who don't really need help and things like that. Try to see past all that to what's really important, because I feel like you're overwhelmed with maybe certain tasks that are not as important as others. And it's like you seemingly can't get away from them. It's that they're so like grabbing of your attention. I feel like there's a lot of like attention seekers around you. Have you got like certain people who are like narcissistic, I want to say they're like emotionally draining kind of people where they want you to entertain them all the time, or they want your attention all the time. I want to say they're the kind of people where they push your buttons on purpose to try and get a rise out of you because it makes them feel seen, or just like they've had some attention for the day. And I do feel like you may need to ignore these people and just focus on what matters to you, focus on your family, focus on your nearest and dearest. And I want to say you're really powerful and you're really strong and you're doing very well and you can do it all by yourself, I want to say. And it feels like you have, and it feels like you're in a position of strength and power, especially for those of you where your financial situation is really good. And you've been helping people a lot. I feel like you're in a particular position where it's a lot to maintain it. It's like a difficult position to keep up. And there's always things to come and threaten it and people to try you. And I feel like a lot of people do want your attention, and a lot of people are constantly having their eyes on you and things like that. So it does feel like you're in a bit of a temperamental situation. And I feel like there's maybe like a temper issue. I don't know if it's from you or someone else, or if it's just too much going on at once where you feel just very tense and on edge, and like anything could go wrong at a moment's notice, or something could poke you the wrong way at a moment's notice. But I do feel like there's some happy moments to try and bring your attention to. And I do want to say to you again, it feels like your finances are going well, even if you do have to ask for assistance, or if you find sometimes you don't get what you need. I feel like if you don't get what you need, it may be a case of like hustling harder, and it might be aligning with your purpose. So like if you find that you can't get money from one source, you might have to find another source, but that might be something that's like destined for you to do. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please do come for a personal if you'd like more insight, because it feels like you guys do have some stuff that's going on that I would like to address in a personal, and it feels like you might be in a position where you can financially manage the cost. So please do get in touch if that's you. The information will be below. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. And do check out the information below if you'd like a personal. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose the jewellery box. I'm gonna do a different method of choosing your cards today. We're just gonna be shuffling the same deck for each group. So please forgive my silence while I shuffle. Messages for group 3, please, Spirit. Random messages for group 3. Random messages for group 3. We've got the Two of Cups. Random messages for group 3, please. Okay. Judgment. We've got the Three of Wands. And the Knight of Cups. Well, it feels like there's something romantic happening for you guys. I'm not sure how soon it's going to be, though. It does feel like it might be in the future a little bit. It could be maybe 3 days away, 3 weeks away, 3 months away for some of you. But it feels like it's very important, and I feel like it's going to be something to be remembered. I'm not sure if you're already in a prominent relationship and it's like a proposal or some kind of deepening of a commitment, or your partner just making some romantic plan with you if you're already in an established connection. I feel like this is even more significant if you're currently single. Because it feels like it's like the moment you've been waiting for. It feels like the one. It feels like a spiritual love. It feels like the kind of person who you're going to instantly... I want to say when you make eye contact with them, when you see them, they're really your type. They're beautiful. Or they're really handsome, and they're the kind of person who you would perceive yourself to be with. And I feel like there's like a connection that's mutual on both sides when you meet or when you speak to each other. And you're going to feel like it's healing, and you're going to feel the presence of spirit or your higher power, whatever you want to call it. It feels like a very well-matched connection, like the energy's balanced on both sides. The communication will be balanced. Like if you send a long paragraph to this person, they'll send a long one back. If you express like mushy feelings, they're going to express even more mushy feelings. If you invite them out frequently, they'll probably want to ask you what you're doing every day and always want to invite you out. If you phone them, they'll answer and they'll phone you back. So this person's going to give you the same energy that you give them. And I feel like it's going to be very positive on both sides. Like you're going to feel that energy's good towards you. You're going to feel like they love you. You're going to feel like they like you for the right reasons. Like they really have like a good view, I want to say. Like this person sees things as they are, and they're quite practical and realistic, but they're also quite dreamy and romantic, and they have I want to say like a visionary romantic view of the future. Like they like to see the best in people, but they are realistic, and I feel like they might kind of help you get your life in shape, I want to say. Like they might have some wise words for you. But I also feel like they might just be someone who's going places in life. Like they have a big vision for their future. And I feel like by you being with this person and associating with them, maybe it's a friend, it doesn't even have to be romantic for all of you. I just feel like there's like a very prominent relationship that's either developing now or going to develop soon with someone who has like a true higher calling. It's like a very prominent thing that they do, and I feel like they have a big future planned and a lot going on in their life, and they're like quite a big person. They might have a big platform. I'm not sure if they do something like music and they have a big audience, or it's like they do something that's quite big and it reaches a lot of people and it makes people very happy, or it makes like maybe their music makes people dance, or they're doing like a world tour or something. It just feels like they have like a huge stage and a huge platform, and they're very creative and they're very interesting. And this could also be you, but I feel like this person who's coming in is like a good partner for you, even if you're like not the same, like if you don't have a big stage job, or if you do have a big stage job or something. It's like this partner's going to be compatible with you, and they're going to make you feel more confident, I want to say, and they're going to help you find your grand vision for the future if you don't have one already. It could be vice versa as well, like you're helping them to find their vision for their future. And I do feel like this person is likely to stay in your life long term. To move on, because I do feel like someone's like a musician with a big platform. I feel like your audience is like really loving your stuff right now, especially if you're in the UK. And if you are in the UK and you're a musician, please hit me up, because I feel like we're friends already. I don't know why. So just hit me up and I feel like we'll be friends. Anyway, I'll go back to the reading. It just feels like you have a very divine calling. If that's you, like you're destined to make music. And it feels like it is very guided and it feels good for you. It's like you you're moved by your own music and it moves other people. And it's like very needed and deserved, and it feels like it's making your life better and it's making other people's lives better in ways that you can't imagine. I don't know why, but it's like you reach people emotionally. I don't know what kind of singing or rapping or performing you do, or it might not be all of you guys, but I do feel like all of you guys have an important purpose, whether it is music or not. But going back to the particular person I'm seeing who's like a rapper in the UK, and you're like one of my favorite rappers, if you're watching, or any musicians in general, it just feels like there's like a big future for you where a lot of people are really, really, really loving you and huge supporters and fans, and they think the world of you and they think you're like an angel, and you bring them like divine messages that make them feel, I want to say, like changed inside. It's like you change people and you can make them see things in a different way, like how you see them, or you can guide people towards a different future, like you can make them see their future differently. You can, I really want to say, bring on changes in people. It's like there's some personal, I want to say, reflection that they do as a result of listening to your music, where it makes them think differently about their relationships. It makes them feel more fired up. It makes them maybe just want to get up and dance and share their feelings, maybe like be more authentic and honest. But yeah, I do feel like there's something personal for you, which is like a romance that's coming through to you soon. But it feels like you have to get over your own kind of shyness about your feelings, or unwillingness to share your feelings. It feels like there is like a shyness of wanting to reach out, of being a bit cautious, of wanting to be delicate. I'm seeing it's like with other things, like with your career, you guys watching, I feel like you're able to be bold, you're able to be confident, you're able to shout and make noise, and you don't worry about how you're coming across, I want to say, or what you're saying, because it's like what you're saying is what you're seeing. And it makes sense to you, and it just soars out, and you don't have to worry about it landing, because it always lands right. But it feels like with feelings, you're maybe a bit less comfortable. It feels like there's some nervousness with like one-on-one relationships. Like I feel like you guys, you're really confident when it comes to being on stage or online or something. It's like you're very confident, but you also are a bit nervous when it comes to like one-on-one relationships. You might come across a bit more shy, or you're worried about coming across shy. And I feel like you have to be more sensitive and gentle, and you're maybe not quite as comfortable with it. But I do feel like that's like a natural development that's happening for you guys watching. And I feel like there is someone to communicate with, even if it's electronically and just over the phone to start with. It feels like you might be less shy with things like that. I'm not sure if it's like real life communication you're more shy about. But yeah, I do feel like there might be a meeting one day where you just come across this person in real life, or yeah, like online communication or phone call or something like that, where you start talking to them and you just hit it off, and I feel like you'll want to make future plans with them. They're going to be like really romantically exciting to talk to. And yeah, I do feel like there is like a fear of having feelings, or a fear of developing feelings, or a shyness about communicating with a particular person you have feelings for. And I feel like you're going to get over that. It's just a gradual process. I feel like when you have a free day, when your calendar's free, when you don't feel under pressure to do anything, you're going to find it really easy to like make the first move, I want to say. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that group 3. It was a bit of a long one. It feels like you have a very big future. Please do come for a personal reading if you can afford one. I would love to delve deeper. The information will be in the description box below. You can find a video with all the information and my email address. Otherwise, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below and leave me a comment, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.